Okay, so I guess I didn't quite understand that there was also a challenge on Everybody Codes going on right now. I haven't really been paying a lot of close attention. So I've done the GridOS tutorial for this, and so anyway, yes, welcome. This is going to be me solving, I guess, the first few quests of the GridOS tournament, and I'm starting it, I don't know how late. Maybe I'll start the other ones on time. I'm not sure. I don't know how the timing will line up with when I have time to do this. So I'll probably be doing all of them at least a day late. But that's okay. I'm not doing this to show up on any leaderboards, so that's fine. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, okay, so break it down. Okay, two-dimensional Turing machines. Okay, quest 1. Yes. Each creature, ancient ant. List of enemies into potions P needed to defeat them. Sequence input will be a sequence of A, B, and C. Grid could only. One potion is needed for B. 3 potions are needed for creepy cockroach. Okay, so start my plan. My plan is going to be to have 2 heads. Have one head work through the list, erasing the things on the list, and the other head, first step, move down, then start putting down potions. So, in start, if I have anything, so first off, heads, A, B. Start, if I have anything for A and not, I'm in the start state and not that for B, then I should go back to the start state. So I first move B out of the way and move B down. So have A stay there, have B move down. Oh, and then what do I put? Leave it alone and leave it alone. If I'm in the start state and I have an A and underscore for B, then I guess I stay in the start state. Delete A, leave B alone, move them both to the right. I don't really need to move them to the right, but I don't really need to move B to the right, that is. Start state, and I see an underscore. I move back to the start state, and I put an underscore there and a P there, and I move them both to the right. start state, and I have a C and underscore. I move to the C put 1 state, and I put an underscore there and a P there and right. And then if I am in C pot 1 and anything for A, and the other thing is if I am in the start state, I see that. Anything, then I move to stop, I leave them alone, and I just leave the heads where they are. Okay, so cpot 1 and anything and underscore cpot 2. So I've cpot 1, I've dropped 1 potion for a C. Cpot 2, I've dropped 2 potions for a C. SR cpot 1 cpot 2 okay, and then after that I move back to start. So I will have dropped 3 potions, and I say leave it alone, drop a potion, stay where you are, do that. Okay, I gotta say this thing that's coming up here where it's trying to do that is really annoying. Okay, let's just run case 1. Okay, I wound up with 5 things. Reset. And I should have. Okay, let's run them all. Okay, good. Part 2. 5 potions. Okay, this seems relatively straightforward. Do this. D potion 1. Okay, and how many does Dragonfly need? 5. Dragonfly needs 5. So I will do this as D potion 1, D potion 2. Actually, I could okay, so let me see this. What if I do so for start C, I should say drop 2 more. I will make a drop 2 more potion states. Okay, and now Yeah, one more potions, whatever. Okay. Easy enough. Part 3. Sometimes they join forces in pairs, making them tougher to defeat. When creatures pair up, you need one more potion per creature than in a one-on-one fight. A grid. Creatures attacking in pairs appear in the same column. Column contains 2 creatures. Okay. 2 creatures pair up. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to start with this. Now, okay. Okay, so I'm going to say that so first of all, I'm gonna just move B, instead of moving B down and starting my potions there, I'm gonna move B to the right. And I'm going to say here that we stop if we are, if we get to underscore, or if we end up with P. Okay, because then we're into potions. Now, so what do I have to do? So at every spot, I'm going to check what I have and drop the potions. And then I'm going to need to be down and drop the potions, and then I want to move A up. Okay, so So it's a little inefficient here. I'm not going to be combining states, but I'm going to basically have a state where I'm moving A or I'm moving B. And yeah, we'll just have to deal with that. So okay, so we have start, and we have, I'm going to call this the states for A, the states for A. The states, start and bottom. And then, so the drop n more potions, A doesn't move and doesn't change anything, and B just drops that many potions. And for A, we're going to do this, and we're going to do start, and we're going to have bottom there. Okay, and then we need a state for going right and up. You know, two states, one to go right, keep B there, one to go up and keep B there, and then to go back to start. Yeah, and then so the drop n more is something that oh, what if yeah, so we have A, B, C, D. So I'm going to name two more symbols. Okay. Okay, so if I'm start and I'm on U, okay, so A, stay there, U, stay there, U, no, U, stay there, U, stay there. Okay. And then if I find myself back in start and I have U for anything, then I should move to bottom and I should keep the U, keep whatever B is doing, and I should move down and B should stay there. I wish I knew whether the stupid completion thing was coming from my browser or the website or whatnot. Start, and I'm in U, should go down to bottom. So in bottom, I will see all these. And what should I do? I should tag it as bottom. Yes. So in bottom, I will see all these. All these possible states. Instead of bottom, I'm going to call these lower. Lower. And I'm going to say here L, 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 L. Okay, and then we jump back to start. Then start, if I am in an L, then start L star, then I move myself back to lower. Lower is probably a bad name there. I delete what I have. I leave B correct, and I go up and stay there. And then in lower, if I see that I am at up and anything, I move into start, and I delete what I had, and I move right and stay there. Now, this is not quite correct because not quite correct because I need to add the 2. I need to find a way to drop myself into drop 2 more potions. So if I'm start, go, so if yeah, so instead I go up and add 2, and here if I am in up and add 2, and I get a U symbol, then I do the drop 2 more potions, and I do that. Okay, and if I am in lower and I see underscore, then I should stay in lower up, stay. And if I am in lower and I see a U and anything, then I should go back to start and right. Okay, so 10 potions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So, too many. Okay, so let's reset. And now I'm going to click record full history, and I'm going to run case 1 again. Okay, so we start with 2 heads, A and B. Okay, and then lower it becomes L. Okay, goes back up and add 2. Up, down, up, right. Okay, B becomes that, up, down, up, right. C becomes 3, down, A becomes L, up, okay, D becomes two plus 1 plus 5 plus 10. That's 18. Okay. So I did get it right, yeah. Okay. Yay! Done. Puzzle solved. Okay, so this is just wrong. This example, because they then clearly say it should produce 18 potions. Okay. So, interesting quest 1. Let's try quest number 2. Quests. Quest number 2. Power of magical bracelets with runic symbols A and B. Each pair of identical symbols placed next to each other increases the power by 1. 3 contains 2 overlapping pairs. Percent for 5. Okay. Power bracelets at the first symbol in the sequence, B the last symbol in the sequence. The sequence contains the pairs B, B, and A, A, 2. Okay, so just like before, we start out with heads at A, B, and from start, there are 2 things we can see. We can see A thing, and from this we go to the right. Okay, saw A last, and then here we put an underscore, and here we leave it alone. Saw B last, put an underscore, and here we leave it alone. And then from saw A last, if we see another A, and underscore for B, then we go back into saw A last, and we put a underscore there and at, and we move both things to the right. And if we saw A last and we see that combination, then we go into saw B last, and we put an underscore there, and we don't do anything, and we move that to the right, and we leave that where it is. Saw A last, and it is a underscore. Actually, let's move B down. Stop. I wish I knew what was causing that stupid pop-up. I don't want any completion on here. And here we do okay, so run case 1, yep, run them all, yay! Okay. Larger bracelets, multiple each time. Identical symbols in adjacent column do not Okay. Okay, so I think here we do yeah. C and okay, now the difference is that when you get to underscore, what you need to do is you need to go into not go into stop state, you need to go into down state, and these also go into down state, and then from down state, and from down state underscoring anything, you go into left state and you leave it alone, and you move left and you stay where you are. Left and you stay where you are. What the hell? Left and stay where you are. And then if you are in left state and you see an underscore, and also here if you're left and you see an underscore, then you stay where you are. Left and you see an underscore, then you go back to start state, you leave it alone, you go right, stay where you are. And then you're on left and you see not an underscore, not a blank thing. And you stay in left state, you leave it alone, and you go left, and you stay where you are. Actually, you could go up. Anyway, run case one. Okay. Okay, and oh, yeah, you don't stop, stay there, you go down one, you go down one. Okay, right, so if we go down and we are in the ats, we stop, Now, part 3. Okay. Number of symbols. Great. Okay, so I gotta clear this date when I'm finished, but also I gotta check that A and B and okay. Okay, so what if I have two heads that I start both at A, and I let one go down so that one is always trailing and then they're equal. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're going to say, I'm going to start heads at A, and C. And not, this is not, I'm not going to have a start state here. This is going to be L start. Okay, so start L start okay, A stays, that goes down, and that goes down. Okay, that's the only thing that we can be at in L start. Then 4. Okay, and then for L start, when we see yeah. Okay, so underscore, leave it alone, and at right, right, right. L start of BA asterisk saw B last. Okay. And becomes underscore that, right, stay, and yes. AB, BB, and this becomes underscore at stop. Yeah, but this will also apply to saw A last and saw B last. So saw A last. Okay, so saw A last becomes saw B last. Okay, but then we also need underscore star down yeah. Then we do saw B last of all the okay, so saw B last of that becomes just a saw A last. R, S. Okay, so yeah, so we do it like that. Okay, and then down. Okay, so what did we do with down? So down left for that. Underscore. Okay, so L start. Right. Okay. Okay. L start and data. Okay, what is case 3? Dun, 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 dun. Um, L start and data A I'll start. Okay, now in L start, I have AA star, that, down. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that was kind of interesting. Kind of. Quest 3 will be available in a while. Okay. Well, thank you for sticking around for basically an hour of this, of watching me get frustrated primarily with my stupid browser autocomplete or whatever. Some autocomplete is going on there that is really frustrating, and I don't know what it is, and hopefully it's something local to my browser that I will figure out and be able to stop. Anyway, if you think that there's stuff I should optimize, stuff I could get smaller, let me know in the comments. Or, I'll also be on Reddit and you'll let me know there.